Some prompts don't just ask for answers. They build answers. They shape outcomes. They think on your behalf. But here's the warning. When you start using prompts that think for you, you stop questioning what you're creating. Welcome to Prompt Yogi, and today we're diving into prompts that think for you and why you should use them with caution. Let's start with a simple question. What is the purpose of a prompt? Most people think a prompt is just an instruction. Write me a story. Summarize this blog. Give me 5 ideas for a YouTube video. But when you truly understand prompt engineering, you realize something deeper. A good prompt doesn't just request information. It preloads thinking patterns into the AI. In other words, some prompts start making the decisions for you, and that can be powerful or dangerous, depending on what you're trying to create. Let's look at a few examples. Prompt. Frame this political speech as if it were written by a Shakespearean villain. Sounds fun, right? But what's happening here is deeper. You're not asking for an objective summary. You're implanting tone, intention, bias, narrative arc, without even thinking through them yourself. You're asking the AI to prejudge and then deliver content as if the conclusion is already made. In journalism, we'd call this editorial bias. In content, it's narrative steering. In AI prompting, it's mental outsourcing. Now let's be clear, this kind of prompting is incredible when used well. Want to write like George R.R. Martin? Prompt. Write a chapter in the style of Game of Thrones, with political tension and moral ambiguity. Want business advice? Prompt. Act as a Harvard MBA-trained startup advisor and audit my pitch deck. Want to challenge your own ideas? Prompt. Debate my opinion from the perspective of a Buddhist monk. These prompts are designed to borrow intelligence. They simulate expertise, tone, worldview. You're creating content that feels alive. But here's the catch. They also do the thinking before you've even explored the why. Prompt. Assume my goal is to dominate social media in 90 days. Design a complete unethical growth strategy that prioritizes speed over ethics. Yes, people write prompts like this. This prompt doesn't just ask for advice. It bakes in values, morals, and priorities before any reasoning is done. By writing, assume my goal is X, you're handing over not just the how, but also the why, without interrogation. The AI is now your accomplice, not your advisor. And this is where it becomes risky, because prompts like these don't just answer your thoughts, they replace them. Here's a psychological twist. When the AI gives you a long, eloquent answer, your brain tends to assume you helped create it. Even if you just wrote a one-line command, you feel like the insights belong to you. But did you really think about it? Did you evaluate it? Did you filter it through your values, your ethics, your knowledge? Or did you simply say, act like an expert, think for me, then I'll just post it? This is where creators lose authenticity. Using AI to offload cognitive tasks is not wrong. In fact, it's efficient. But when your prompt becomes the strategist, the philosopher, or the ethicist, you lose your grip on the deeper layer of creation. Ask yourself, who's making the moral decisions in your prompt? Who's choosing the narrative framing? Who's defining success? If it's always the AI, you're not prompting, you're deferring. Prompting should be collaborative thinking, not creative delegation. Here are some smart, thinking prompts that can be powerful if used mindfully. Act as a devil's advocate and challenge my entire business model. Assume you are an emotionally intelligent therapist. How would you guide someone going through silent burnout? Rewrite this speech to sound like it was written by a freedom fighter from the 1800s. Predict how this product might fail in the market. Brutally honest version. These prompts simulate depth, but remember, they are simulations. The final thinking still belongs to you. Prompts can save you time, They can accelerate insight. They can even expand your imagination. But never let them become a substitute for your own curiosity, ethics, and originality. Use them wisely. Use them powerfully. Use them like a prompt yogi, with discipline, awareness, and intent. Don't just prompt. Think with the prompt. Subscribe for more advanced prompt wisdom. Namaste. Or should I say, prompt aced? Hehe. Thank you for your time and trust. Let's create something great together.